does not recognize the use of technology and the use of the card reader. All these are available and have already been deployed by INEC. But then they will be useless because they are not justiciable in court. You cannot present them for court and prosecute issues. This is what made the Supreme Court to uphold the elections of 2015 for River State and Akwa Ibom State. And this is exactly what they want to do. They may likely write figures and announce and ask those who are hurt or injured to go to court. This is manipulation. This is fraud. And we don't expect an APC government, which some of us have fought and put our lives online to bring about, to take such a posture and to take such a position in a country like Nigeria. Please, please, I beg Mr. President, I beg his handlers, I beg his people, it is in the interest of Nigerians that he signs this Electoral Act so that we will have a fair, level playing ground for the elections of 2019.
My colleague had asked a question about speculations going around about the need for, or the fear of the card reader. It appears you're alluding to that as well, that the fear is about the card reader and technology. Is that what you're saying?
Of course, that is the fear. The reason being that, you know, if there is anybody that was close to General Muhammadu Buhari, it should be Buba Galadima. If there is any one single person. And because elections were manipulated in this country, I had to travel to Ghana, stay in Ghana, and understudy the use of technology and the use of the card reader. And we came and put pressure on the then PDP government and on the then the chairman of INEC, Jega, and forced their arms by using civil society organizations, using international organizations to make sure that they use the card reader. And General Buhari is a beneficiary of what we had done. Why should he take the hand of the clock back when Nigeria is moving forward? We are intelligent people. Nigerians are intelligent people. They can read in between lines. They know exactly. Now, let me tell you an example. Have you ever seen APC campaigning and mobilizing people towards 2019 general election? Because they don't need Nigerians. They don't need their votes. What they want to use is to use instruments and coercive apparatus of state and railroad themselves into power up to in 2019. This is unacceptable. It will not be accepted. We will not lie low to see that happen once we are alive.
All right, Mr. Akinsiju, do you want to react to that allegation or that notion that your party is not campaigning because you're also afraid of the technology and the card reader?
My party has been campaigning since 2015. It's a government in motion. It's a government in progress, you know. Taking time to start consulting and mobilizing is not the approach, you know, to campaign any longer. What government does in terms of governance is what campaign is all about. The last bit of mobilizing people and gathering people at the center to address them are just the ceremonials of campaign. The issue in the campaign is for government to deliver on its promises. My government is delivering on these promises, and we are proud to be associated with the government. I understand where Alhaji Buba Galadima is coming from. He has gone back to that group of people that had ambushed our electoral values and electoral systems over time. And so he's afraid that such affliction will come, you know, onto the PDP. But no, we have comfort and we have confidence in the process, you know, as represented by the president, the incumbent president in place. If we just even want to straighten two facts, two fundamental issues, you know, coming from the bills that were sent, you know, to the president in the last so many months by the National Assembly. One fundamentally removed the card reader and the technology from the bill as proposed to the president. It was the president that identified it, that the use of card reader and other technology associated with the electoral system had been removed in this particular bill, and that was the basic reason he sent it back to the National Assembly. And the other one was the attempt by the National Assembly, you know, to ambush the INEC, by taking over the responsibilities of the INEC in the electoral system. Now, these are obvious things that are in the place already, and these are observations already made by the president. So I am saying that going forward, we know there will be an electoral act, definitely, and we know that there will be technology applied, application of technology in this election. Talking about mobilizing, PDP can go and do their show in Sokoto, but by the time we get to Sokoto, we know the love will be shown by Sokoto people. You can bet on that, because the government is delivering on its promises. The government is resetting the Nigerian state. The government is refixing the Nigerian state. And the Nigerian people, the very poor people in Nigeria, that makes up more than 40% of the population, appreciate that for the first time, a government is talking and addressing their issues, is talking and addressing their afflictions that have been visited upon them by the 16 years of PDP government, And the Nigerian people, especially those in the business community, understand the fact that there's a government that is stabilizing the macroeconomic environment. These are campaign issues, so much that even now, this PDP is talking about a trader's money that is attending to the needs of petty traders and all that. And they are saying it's vote buying. And we are saying, no, it's not vote buying. It is government at work. For the first time in the history of this government since 1999, you have a government that is approaching an election, and it is still working full time. That is a big plus for the government.
Mr. Galadima, could you respond to what Mr. Akinsiju has said? He said that you see
I just laugh.
The money, the trader money as buying votes.
He's just trying to hoodwink innocent Nigerians. Which president installed the Electoral Act into the, card reader into the electoral system? That is not true. Can he give any evidence? If the government is performing, let any Nigerian look around him. What has this government done? What can they show me one single project that they have initiated, executed, and commissioned? One single one. They had not done anything. They are not ready for elections. Do they even have campaign structure across the country? They don't have. So
Mr. Galim, if I may come in here again, I just want you to answer that question in response to his submissions. Is the APC using the trader money as a means to buy votes?
Hello?
Did you get me? I said, just respond to that question. Is the APC using the trader money scheme to buy votes?
That is fraud. No government just dashes money to people. 10,000 naira, they are buying votes. But that is not even the issue that bothers us. Let's have the Electoral Act in place. That is, the rules are made clear for everybody to understand. Let them give 100,000 naira. We will still defeat them, hands down. That is what they are afraid of. Why should they use the instrument of state to promote themselves? What has the man did? He spoke about addressing the needs of the people. Can anybody say that his pocket is fuller than 4 years ago? Can anybody say that power or roads are better than when they were during the so much vilified PDP administration, which I have not been one? What can they show? Is the business going on? Are the traders happier? Are the Igbo traders in Alaba market, Araria market, or Hausa traders in Kano Sabongali market or in Bodija? Are they doing better than when they were before? The answer is no. They have no agenda of addressing any issue, whether be it economy or security. Have you seen what is happening in Borno and other places? Can you afford to go to Zamfara or even go to Sokoto by road? Can you go to Benue? Can you even go to Kaduna? What have they got to say and tell the people?
Just give us a second or two. We will go on a short break and then we'll allow you to continue, even though we know that the government is having a structural investment programs that is impacting very heavily on a lot of people. But we're going to take a short break now. When we come back, the show continues. Join us again.